Jarrell Miller, he seems to be coming after you every chance he gets. What have you made of him?
The drug cheat.
Is that a fight you'd entertain?
No.
At no point, no.
No way. Him and Dylan will make a good fight.
So Joe Rogan on an episode talks about how Jake Paul is preparing to take steroids if he ever were to fight Anthony Joshua. Here's the clip.
Jake wants to fight Anthony Joshua now? He wants to fight Anthony Joshua in 2026.
And the haters online are like, yeah, do it.
Well, they're like, what about now?
Yeah.
They're like, what about fight him now?
now.
He's like, no, I want to wait till 2026. I'm like, okay.
So to put on weight?
Put all the steroids, every steroid
What
they
if you-
have.
I would watch.
Snake
Here's the
venom,
thing. I would
scorpion
watch
venom.
it.
Oh, by
The Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight was already the wildest matchup anyone could have imagined. A YouTuber turned boxer stepping into the ring with one of the greatest heavyweights of this era. No one expected it. No one even believed it made sense. But the moment Jake beat Mike Tyson, he convinced himself he could beat anyone. Age, meanwhile, didn't attack Jake's boxing IQ. He didn't mock him for being a YouTuber. He went somewhere far deeper. He looked Jake dead in the eyes and said, "You're not doing this clean. You know exactly what you're doing." And the internet froze. Because for the first time, Anthony Joshua is someone who rarely entertains drama, stepped right into the steroid allegations that have followed Jake Paul for years. And the timing wasn't accidental.
Because I think that's nonsense, but something's going on and I can't quite figure. But Jake has a secret weapon. Apparently he has a couple of them, and I'm about to expose them right here for you guys.
But what made AJ's statement hit even harder wasn't just the allegation alone. It was the fact that almost everyone in the combat sports world had been hinting at this moment for years. And with AJ calling it out during the biggest fight buildup of Jake's career, the entire storyline surrounding this matchup exploded.
Show everyone time and time again how many times we get drug tested. 5 times in a month. Stuff like that is crazy. And, you know, he was the one who had been banned 2 years for taking illegal substances. So I just tell him, for your own good as well, when you talk, just think, because it's backfiring.
To understand how we ended up here, we have to start with the voices that were warning the world long before AJ said a word. Dana White has been one of Jake's most relentless critics. This wasn't casual trash talk. This was a man calling out Jake's drug testing avoidance years before any official accusations surfaced. Every time Jake signed for a new fight, Dana asked one question: why won't he take USADA testing? It became
Jake said that I snort cocaine, that I'm a cokehead. My rebuttal to that was, I'll tell you what, you can test me randomly for the next 5 years for cocaine if I can test you randomly for performance-enhancing drugs the next 2 years. And I never got a response on that.
The biggest red flag was Jake's physical transformations. He'd bulk up unnaturally fast before a fight announcement, drop weight instantly when needed, then show up on fight night looking like a completely different athlete every few months. In the MMA world, those patterns are textbook to be.
Are they on steroids or not on steroids? Joe Rogan.
Steroids. Joe Rogan puts anything in his body.
Andrew Tate.
No, I don't think he's on steroids.
Yeah, because he was a professional fighter. There's no way he could get around that.
And he also has a character that once you find one flaw in it, it brings everything down. So that he would be running a huge risk.
Tom Brady.
No, I think he does a bunch of weird holistic stuff. Tom Brady like injects avocados into his veins.
Jake Paul.
Yes, I think Jake Paul is on steroids. He has a very good team around him, and I think he's cycling on and off.
His brother, Logan Paul.
I don't think he's on steroids. I think that's a natural body. If you go back and you look at Logan Paul throughout the Vine days, the YouTube days, he's always had a very genetically gifted build.
And the Liver King.
Yes. yes. Look at the guy. He's got balloons on his tits.
Dana pushed for transparency. Jake responded with jokes, memes, and deflection. So, when the rumors of a positive test surfaced, Dana didn't even need to comment. The internet connected the dots for him. Suddenly, everyone was.
Jake said that I snort cocaine, that I'm a cokehead. My rebuttal to that was, I'll tell you what, you can test me randomly for the next 5 years for cocaine if I can test you randomly for performance-enhancing drugs the next 2 years. And I never got a response on that.
Then came John Fury, who has been shouting about this longer than almost anyone. Even before Tommy Fury fought Jake, John insisted something fell off. Every interview, every press event, he repeated the same warning. Jake Paul refuses proper drug test.
The contract with Jake Paul, which had everything in it but the kitchen sink, but he refused point blank to sign up to the drug testing people's either. Now, to me, that's very naughty, because we're meant to be in a high-profile fight that's going out being all over the world.
Even he said Jake's team kept dodging details, delaying agreements, and changing testing terms. For years, people said John Fury was just talking because he disliked Jake. But now he just looks like someone who recognized the signs earlier than—
That's why I'm making this video. But can I say to him about Jake Paul? I don't know. People have got to make their own mind up. But in the press conference the other day, he won't remove his glasses. Now, eyes are telltale to everything. You know, he's grown a big beard, which people who understand what I'm talking about know where I'm coming from. I don't know. Leave it to them to make their own mind up. But what we're doing here is trying to enlighten people in the world today that it is illegal to use his steroids, and that's what he's doing to gain an edge. Well, I feel sorry for him.
But the most shocking warning didn't come from boxing at all. It came from the fitness world through Bradley Martin. And this one hit differently because Bradley isn't a hater, isn't a rival, and isn't trying to sell drama. He's a guy who understands physics better than nearly anyone.
I think he's taking steroids. Yeah. I do 100%. I'm willing to bet that. All the money that I have, I'd bet.
I've always had my suspicions, and
and dude, I'm not even sitting here being like, fuck him for that at all. I just want to make that clear.
Okay. I mean, but in combat sports,
what do you think? Do you think he is or he isn't?
I think he has for sure, but I don't know if he is currently.
Why would he not? If you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's looking in the mirror. He's in his bathroom. And he's like, Dylan, I'm gonna kill this kid. He's like injecting his because he's like, I gotta protect Nina.
Yeah, facts,
you know?
facts. And he did. Fair play to him. He did listen.
And he's like,
for all the criticisms,
he's looking a little more angular in the face.
The thing I've always thought is like, how do you get bigger and then lean out as you get bigger? I don't know that I'm not.
How do you get bigger and then lean out as you get bigger?
Like it's usually a process of getting bigger, leaning. He's leaning
now you're
out
onto
as
it.
He's
now you're see, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
When Bradley said there's no way Jake Paul is natural, people paid attention. Bradley's entire brand is built around understanding what an enhanced body looks like versus a natural one. He said Jake's gains were abnormal, pointing out how Jake's muscle maturity looked too advanced for someone who hasn't trained.
But you didn't answer my question. It was about the steroids.
Right. In his eyes, he looked like he was telling the truth. It was genuine, not like Jake. When Jake's asked about roid, Woodley, I don't know. Have you seen it? And plus, Jake's head grew as much as mine did after roids. The pimples and like you. Jake,
I don't care. Regardless, I'm
Jake
curious.
aged like 10 years in a year.
I'm just
like get off the Anadrol, bro. Anadrol's destroying.
So you think Logan didn't take gear?
But here's the thing.
I think he did.
I think he did because I saw Derek more plates.
I think he did 100%. Bro, I've been around this for.
Well, if one brother's doing
years.
it, the other. Like Jake is the aggression came out of nowhere. The head size, the beard. He got older than his dad. He looks good though. He's a good looking guy now. And when Jake is asked and pressed by Woodley, go look at his reaction. Fear and terror. Every time Jake has to talk about PEDs, fear and terror, Logan almost like no fear. Maybe because he's a dumb blonde. Like, oh, what are you asking?
According to Bradley, those aren't signs of a natural build. They're signs of someone cycling intelligently. And when one of the most respected figures in the fitness industry says your body isn't natural.
Or to ask Logan, what the fuck is your brother doing in the underworld, in a basement? You know what I'm saying now. You know what I'm saying? His younger brother, Jake Paul, enters, and I've done that before, but not a breathing exercise with a psychic team that costs $1 million. He goes into a basement to enter a non-ordinary, psychic, Freemasonic-like psychic state.
You talking about the breathing?
You've seen.
But even all those warnings combined didn't shake the internet the way ESPN's First Take segment did. Stephen A. Smith invited a sports science expert who explained how top-level fighters with money can cheat modern drug testing systems. He didn't mention Jake by name.
Mr. Bletcher, do you think the reason why PEDs are so prominent is because they're still not testing for growth hormone quite yet?
Well, that's one, but there are many out there. I think the testing policies that are in place are really not designed to catch people yet.